Hello friends, welcome to Pharma E-Class. I am Dr. Tahir Nizami, Associate Professor at Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. In the series of our lecture of subject Instrumental Method of Analysis, today we will going to discuss about factors affecting vibrational frequency in IR spectroscopy. In last video of IR spectroscopy, we had discussed about sampling techniques and we had discussed what are the various type of sampling techniques in IR spectroscopy. Now in this video, we will discuss about what are the various factors which affect the vibrational frequencies in IR spectroscopy. Basically, there are four methods, factors which affect the frequency of IR vibrations, frequency in IR vibrations. Number one is coupled vibrations. Number two is Fermi resonance. Number three is hydrogen bonding, and number four is some electronic factors. So there are four factors which affects vibrational frequency in IR spectroscopy. Let us discuss one by one in each detail. First two we'll discuss in this video, and next two, that is hydrogen bonding and electronic effect, we'll discuss in our next video. Now in coupled vibrations and Fermi resonance, these are the two important factors which affect the vibrational frequencies in IR spectroscopy. Coupled vibration. Now let us take example of carbon hydrogen bond. Now in carbon hydrogen bond, there is a single bond between carbon and hydrogen, and here we expect only one vibrational frequency, which is fundamental vibrational frequency. But when we take an example of CH2 group, that is methylene group, in methylene group we have one carbon central carbon atom, and we have two hydrogen atom associated in this way. So in CH2 group there will be two absorbing frequencies. Now what are the two absorbing frequencies? Let us discuss these absorbing frequencies. One, both absorbing frequency will be stretching absorbing frequency. I have discussed in my previous video what are stretching and bending vibration. So in CH2 groups there will be some stretching vibrational frequency, and we have discussed that stretching vibration frequencies are categorized into two subclasses, that is symmetrical and asymmetrical. So we can say that in methylene group, that is CH2 group, there will be two absorbing frequency of stretching vibrations, which are symmetrical vibrations and asymmetrical vibrations. So in symmetrical vibration, both the hydrogen atoms will go apart from central carbon atom, and this is associated with lower wave number. And another will be asymmetrical stretching vibrations, in which both the hydrogen will do not move apart from central atom, but instead one hydrogen will move apart from central carbon atom and another move towards central carbon atom, and this is why this type of stretching vibrations are known as asymmetrical vibration, and in methylene group asymmetrical vibration is associated with higher wave number. So whenever in a molecule there are two absorbing frequencies, then in this case symmetrical and asymmetrical absorbing frequencies, then the symmetrical absorbing frequency is always associated with lower wave number, and the asymmetrical absorbing frequencies will be associated, stretching frequency will be associated with higher wave number. And when they are coupled together, when they are joined together, when they form together, they produce a frequency of higher wave number, and that is which is known as coupling vibration. That is, coupling means joining of two. So in joining of two, we have studied that methylene group have symmetrical and asymmetrical stretching vibration which are coupled together to form wave number of higher wave number. Now, so this is about coupled vibrations. Another factor which affects the vibrational frequency in IR spectroscopy is Fermi resonance. Now, this is very important concept as far as your examination is concerned. To understand Fermi resonance, let us understand what are fundamental band and overtone bands. To understand in better way Fermi resonance, we have to understand what happens in UV spectroscopy. In UV spectroscopy, we discussed that the electrons in ground state get energy, absorb energy from the UV radiation, and they get into excited state. Now since UV energy is of higher energy, since the UV radiation are the types of electromagnetic radiation which are associated with higher energy, so there is a possibility of jumping of electron from ground state to excited state by absorbing UV radiation. But did not happen into the in case of IR radiation. When sample absorb IR radiation, since IR radiation have associated with lower energy, the sample do not excite to do not reach from ground state to excited state directly, but it goes. This is ground state and this is excited states. So in IR radiation, they do not go from ground state to excited states, but they go from to intermediate state that is known as vibrational energy levels. So these I have drawn ground state, these is excited states, and these are all different vibrational energy states. So these vibrational energy states are associated with some little amount of energy as compared to excited states. So when our molecule absorb UV IR radiation, they jump from ground state to first excited state, first vibrational energy state, that is nu is equal to 1, and this excitation is associated with some energy. For example, this vibration from ground state to first vibrational state, so this is known as fundamental vibration, and for example it is 1200. This is associated with energy of 1200, wave number of 1200 centimeter inverse. So this excitation of a molecule by absorbing IR radiation from ground state to first vibrational energy state is known as fundamental vibrations, and it is associated with some amount of energy. Now when this molecule will jump from another excited state, that is another level of excited states, let us say nu is equal to 2, then this transformation of a molecule from fundamental vibration to another higher excited states, that is vibrational energy state, is known as overtone. This is known as overtone. So when our molecule jump from nu is equal to ground state nu is equal to 0 to nu is equal to 1, it is known as fundamental vibration, and when it jump from nu is equal to 0 to nu is equal to 2, it is known as overtone vibration. And if it is if fundamental vibration, we are taken example is 1200 centimeter inverse, then overtone region will be nu2 is equal to will be something greater than 1200. For example, let it be 1800 centimeter inverse, and another overtone vibration will be from nu is equal to 0 to nu is equal to 3, and it will be associated with more higher energy, that is maybe 2400 centimeter inverse. And likewise, if our molecule jump from nu is equal to 0 to nu is equal to 4, then more energy will be required, so that will be associated with maybe 3000 centimeter inverse wave number. So fundamental vibrations are excitation of a molecule from ground state to first vibration energy state, and it is associated with lower energy level. And overtone excited states are jumping of electrons of molecule from ground state to second or higher excited states other than fundamental vibration state. So that is why I have mentioned here the overtone band is, and this all excited state we can depict it in this diagram also. This is lower excited states, this is higher excited state. These are all vibrational energy states, and the vibration energy states have energy greater than ground state and lesser than excited state. So our electron jump from nu is equal to 1, nu is equal to 2, nu is equal to 3, nu is equal to 4, nu is equal to 5 on the basis of energy gained by electron from IR radiation, and this is how it gets excited and produce overtone energy. Now overtone band is the spectral band occurs in vibrational spectrum of molecule which make transition from ground state to second excited state, that is nu2. So basically overtone vibrations or overtone band is the excitation of electron from ground state to second excited state. Why second excited vibration energy state? Because first vibration energy state में अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन को मूवमेंट होता है तो then it is known as fundamental vibration, and when it is from not from first to from ground to second vibration energy state, it is known as overtone band. Now when energy of overtone band fundamental frequency will coincide, the resonance will occur known as Fermi resonance. And now see, this I can explain on the basis of taking example of acetaldehyde या aldehydes. Aldehydes have formulas SCHO. So this CH bond having stretching vibration, and it comes under fundamental vibration, and this CH bond also shows some bending vibration also. These bending vibrations will come into overtone region. Whenever the vibrations of fundamental region matches or coincide with vibration of overtone region, they produce a resonance, and this resonance is known as Fermi resonance. In other words, we can say that vibrations of fundamental regions or vibrations of overtone regions coupled together to form a resonating structure or resonance known as Fermi resonance. And in case of acetaldehyde, CH bond gives stretching vibrations of fundamental vibrations, and also gives some bending vibration of overtone in overtone band. When vibration of overtone band, frequency of overtone band and frequency of fundamental vibration matches together, they are coupled together to form Fermi resonance. And this Fermi resonance, this is I have shown these fundamental vibrations show very sharp peak, and this overtone vibrations give very unsharp peak, and when they are both coupled together, they form this type of doublet peaks. So doublet peaks is seen in the aldehydes group, and this is due to Fermi resonance. And this Fermi resonance is due to coupling of two types of energy, that is energy associated with fundamental vibration as well as energy associated with overtone band. And we see this type of doublet peaks in our IR spectra, and it is easily can be depicted that it is due to Fermi resonance, and this is the concept of Fermi resonance. So in this video we have discussed about the two important factors which affects the vibration frequency, that is coupling constant. We have taken example of methylene, and Fermi resonance, in which we take example of aldehydes. In next lecture we will discuss about more two factors which affect vibration frequency in IR. That factors are hydrogen bonding and electronic effects. Thank you.